In 1954, when Brown versus the Board of Education compelled the desegregation of American schools and sought to integrate American society, racial inequality in the United States was literally black and white. 89% of the country was white, 10% of the country was black. Today, white, black, Asian, Latino students vie for admission alongside students from around the world. Some students, regardless of ethnicity, are privileged and others are disadvantaged. Against this backdrop, we contend that black students remain particularly and egregiously disadvantaged. Further, we contend that we need affirmative action now more than ever, precisely because of today's increased demographic complexity. If we do not redouble our commitment, black students won't just remain at the back of the line in American life, they will be pushed even further back. And then they go on and cite data that supports the view and say we must confront the irrefutable truth that in contemporary America, black students' educational opportunities vis-a-vis other groups remain separate and unequal. They reference the Sandra Day O'Connor comment that by 2028, she said, America would be colorblind. And then they finally note that as we are 5 years shy of this arbitrary deadline that she established, it's impossible to argue that black Americans enjoy equality of opportunity. They do not. Affirmative action must continue potentially for generations to come because of the invidious discrimination experienced by black Americans over a 3-century span that has not been undone. That's the case. I think that they make a pretty compelling case because they don't mince words. They sort of cut to the chase and say, wait, we have a problem. You know, we have a problem because of something that was done to a group among us for which they continue to lag behind in any number of economic and social metrics. And that's what this is about. It's not about how many Asian kids Harvard should have. It's not about a history of discrimination against Jews that transpired in that same institution. It's not about suburban white. It's all about just recognizing that we've still not leveled the playing field for African Americans. Read it. I find it to be a compelling piece. Answer today's survey question: should race receive any consideration in college admissions? It seems like affirmative action is on its way out in an educational realm, and that will have ramifications, as I discussed with my guest yesterday, beyond just education, including in a hiring context.